channel. So today's video is another episode of Relationship Talk, and I've got these amazing and newly-wed couple with me, Mr. and Mrs. Esibe. So I'll let them introduce themselves before we get right into the video.
So hello guys, welcome back to Kibbles channel. I'm Ethel, also known as Aquile Babs, and Life with Ethel on YouTube.
Alright, I'm also Desmond. That's my lovely wife.
Yeah, short and simple. Okay, so today's video is about, does age matter when it comes to relationship, when it comes to love? And because I know this question mostly is something that really bothers a lot of people. Most people are like, oh, I don't really want to go out with this particular person because of the age gap, and all that. So I've got these newlyweds here, and we are all here to share experience. I'm not saying this is what people should follow, but just as an experience, to share with you guys. Yeah. So does age matter when it comes to love?
So thank you for the opportunity. Alright, so personally I think it does and it doesn't. It does because you have to make sure that you people, the two couple, the two of you are on the same wavelength in terms of mentally, academically. Sometimes, for example, let's say a 20-year-old girl, and then maybe you are dating someone in his late 30s, maybe you are in your early 20s. Sometimes the things you want are different. Most times, I won't even say sometimes. A 20-year-old girl wants to have fun. Most of the time, she wants to go out. She wants to, go for some parties. She doesn't want to just be in the house, being like, oh, my husband. But maybe someone nearing his 40s would want someone who would be, housewife, a woman in the house who will be organizing things for her. I come home, my wife is ready, food is ready, those things. So in relationship, not just marriage, the age can matter, but then it depends on the people as well. So if both of you are able to are on the same, you understand yourselves, you know that, that's why compatibility is very important. You have to know that we like the similar things. It shouldn't be too opposite. If what you like and what the other person likes are two different things, we are here, you want a holiday, he just wants to be at home, you can find it will cause a lot of trouble. But one thing I'll say is, personally, if it's just me, I wouldn't go for too much gap. So if I'm choosing someone, 5 years maximum. For me personally, 5 years maximum, because if the person is in 25, and personally, I think that it does and it doesn't. And I think so because you sometimes age ranges normally determine how people think, the kind of things they love, the kind of things they're interested in. Like a 20-year-old person would more be inclined having fun, enjoying life, exploring. You don't want to rob the person of that chance. But someone who is in his 30s maybe and getting to his 40s is more inclined to family man, just want to be at home, settle, more chilled and relaxed. So sometimes that can be a problem. So you have to understand, the two of you have to understand each other to know that you are on the same wavelength. It's not possible that both of you want the same things ditto. It doesn't happen. But then if it becomes too different too, then you always be having an argument. Someone wants to go to a trip. Oh no, it's a waste of money. You always have that argument, and it's not healthy. So you have to have a balance, at least a certain level of agreement on certain things. And that is what sometimes the age thing can create. But there are 40-year-old people who really want to have fun, who want to go on trips. So it really depends on both of you. I think that personally, if I'm to choose, I would minimize that risk to a maximum of 5 years in the difference.
Why though?
Because
there are other couples who are 10 years,
10 years,
but
yeah.
then still
Yeah.
they are living happily
That's
together.
that's 100% right, and I don't dispute that. I just think that I don't know, maybe just maybe I've not encountered, I never encountered someone who was like, to experience how it feels like. But then I've always thought that at most, if it's 5 years, it's unlikely that our things will be too different.
Yeah. Rather go for someone 5 years to between 5 and then 10
years. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would like my man to be. I like going out with someone who is 5 years, 10 years older than me, 5 to 10 years older than me. So I mean, like, it depends on every individual.
Yeah,
so,
that's 100% right. I don't. It's not a prescription, really. It's just a personal preference.
Yeah,
maybe just because of maybe the experiences. I've not really encountered, someone who's like that much older than me that I've experienced in a relationship with. That's why I'm saying that. But as I said, it purely depends on how compatible you people are, how you people are in terms of how you people think, maturity and everything. Yeah. But I think she would shed more light on it. What do you think, babe?
So what do you think? What's your experience, or what do you think?
For me, I would say it does matter and it doesn't.
Yeah, she's copying me.
No, wait. I'm talking about my own opinion.
Yeah.
It does matter because I would not go in for someone who is, let's say, 18 years. Do you get what I mean?
Why?
Because I personally think that 18 years, he's now into the
maturity.
Yes.
He's not growing.
Yes, he's not yet there.
Yeah.
Do you get my point? But for me to go for someone who is, let's say, 25, 26, is okay. He's already in it.
Okay.
But then
has experience.
Exactly. But then you need to be looking at always if the person is mature enough, because you can't just go for someone can be old and the person has no sense. It's the head is just empty.
It's really true.
Honestly,
I agree.
It's empty. And I'm talking from experience, guys. Some men. Sorry.
Go on.
Honestly, some men. Sorry, let me just divert it into my dialect. Honestly, they are just old and they just want to have fun. But yet, so when they are in the relationship, instead of them thinking, instead of them thinking for both, I would say they only think about themselves. Let me put it this way: they are being selfish because in a way you need, before you go out there to do anything, you need to think, is what you're going to do, is it going to affect you yourself and also the girl? You shouldn't be thinking about just you or your man. So if a man does whatever he's doing, it's fine. But bear in mind, if a lady also does what she wants to do, it's also fine.
Basically, you guys are saying that the person needs to be mature enough. And I think maturity do not depend on age.
It doesn't.
It do not depend on age.
It does and it doesn't.
It does and it doesn't, because it depends on what the person.
A 50-year-old is immature. So I mean, as we say, obviously the person has to grow to a certain, because there are certain things that when you have not experienced in life, no matter how mature you think you are in terms of anything, there are certain things that come by experience.
Exactly.
Like, so I'll take, for me, I learned how to really live on my own, manage my own affairs when I went to university, because at that time there was nobody. It was by virtue of the fact that I had grown and I had to go to the university for education, and it was by virtue of growing in age. So some of the mature stuff come by age, but then that is not just the measure. I mean, you have to be, and
it has to be based on the experience that you've gone through in life.
It has to be.
Okay. So what do you think that, like, let's say you guys are married, so let's say for instance one is older than the other, or let's say the woman is older than the man, will it not create issues? Because for instance, the person might think, feel bossy about the other. What do you think? That's how I think.
Do you want to go first or I go first? Well, for me, I would say let me just use us for as an example, let's assuming I'm older and he's younger, right? Before you got married, I hope so that your parents sat you down. You knew where you were, what you were. I mean, going in for. Do you get it? Yes, and you've dated the person, you've studied the person. You know that no, that's the right person. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously you know what you're coming in for. So that doesn't mean that since I'm older, I should disrespect him. Even if he does, in a way, he will sit down. He will realize that no, she's still older. But then obviously the fact that I'm the man, I shouldn't treat her as.
Yeah.
Do you get my point?
Yeah.
So obviously there should be, I mean, respect.
Respect. Okay.
Yeah. Respect is the main point, because if you both respect each other, I don't think there should be anything that could go wrong.
Okay.
I think we have a cultural issue.
Well,
as Ghanaians, no, as Africans. Mainly.
Africans, yeah.
And don't kid yourself. It actually affects relationships.
Well,
True.
It affects relationships. You just have to find a way to manage it. If you really love each other and you really respect each other, you have to find a way to manage it, because it will come up.
Yeah.
Some way, somehow,
Trust me.
it will come up because it's something that we were born with. It has been ingrained in our head.
Yeah.
You know, in our country, people are respected based on their age.
Oh yes,
that's really true.
There's an old man who may not necessarily be wise in mind, but then they are old.
So you have to
Even if they are saying
something
that is not
necessary,
some unreasonable things, our culture has taught us that we have to
respect.
accept. I mean, as for respect, everybody needs to, no matter what, you have to respect people. But our culture has taught us that no matter how, you have to accept what they are saying. You have to
even if they are wrong, you have to
kowtow to them and all.
It doesn't really make sense though.
But then but I think what you can do as a person is, the person you are dating.
Yeah.
Me personally, I wouldn't tolerate it if a woman respects me, no matter how disrespects me, no matter how old you think you are.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So I have to weigh it, the kind of person I'm getting into. She might be older than me, or I might be older than her. Does she give me the respect, and do I respect her? If that is working, that's when I'm confident. If that is not working,
then
my friend,
it's a no-no.
If you get married, it's going to get worse, because now the person has you. It's not really going to change anything. So you have to make sure that you deal with it.
So respect basically plays an important role in the marriage.
Respect, humility. Is it humility?
Yeah, be humble.
Be humble.
Really, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to.
So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank the Esibes for coming on my channel. I really appreciate, guys. Thank you guys so much. And also stay tuned, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please click on the subscribe button down below and subscribe to my channel. And also Ethel here has 2 channels. I'll put everything in the description box below, and you can follow them on Instagram, and then also subscribe to her channel as well. So please make sure you share this video with your friends and family, and also come back to my channel all the time, and stay tuned for more videos.
Subscribe.
God bless you. Bye.
Subscribe.